practicing Muay Thai? Oh, I practiced Muay Thai about 4 years ago. So I'm very familiar with Muay Thai. I practiced Muay Thai for about a year, about 4 years ago. It started out with, so let me tell you how this story. So it started out with um, me just trying to go to a kickboxing class. Like, so on Groupon they had, um, so on Groupon they had like a coupon for kickboxing classes. You can get like 20 classes for like maybe $100 or something like that. It was like an insane amount of kickboxing classes for like $100. I don't think it was 100. I don't even think it was 100, but it was like 20 classes. It was like a lot of classes for like a little bit of money. And I was like, wow, that's a deal. So, um, me and I was dating the mother of my daughter at the time. Um, she wanted to do it too. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do it together. But she doesn't. For some reason, she didn't want to do the class with me. She wanted to do the class, but she wanted to do it at a different time. She wanted to do it at a time where I wasn't there. So she went to a different so there was two different locations. She went to the other location to do her class, and I went to one location, went to another location. But anyway, so I went. I gotta turn this music down a little bit. I ain't know it was gonna be that loud. I like this though. I gotta save this. I gotta save this one here. So she goes to a kickboxing class, right? And it's like, you know, it's like your typical kickboxing class where it's like, a lot of techno music and high rate of speed cardio. So like the guys up there like, yeah, kickbox, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go. Kick, punch, kick. So her class is like that. Her class is like that where it's like, you know, they got music, they say they get your heart rate up. The guys, so I go to my class, right? Was nothing like that. So this dude was a Muay Thai master, the guy of my class. So you know how he trained us? Like he would train any of his Muay Thai students. This is not a kickboxing class. This is a Muay Thai class now. So I remember like he was like, okay, we're gonna warm up, but what we're gonna warm up is he took us to the stairwell, right? And the stairwell was like 10 stories or something like that. It's like pretty much 10 flights. He's like, yo, I want you to go up and down this joint 10 times. So I'm out of shape. So at the time, I'm out of shape now, but I was out of shape at the time. When up and down 10 flights of stairs, I'm soaked from head to toe by the time I finish it. I'm done. Mind you, we ain't kicked or punched anything yet. So I'm like, oh, what a break, right? Because, bruh, 10 flights of stairs 10 times, I was done. That was a workout in itself. And that was the warm up, he said. Then he was like, I was like, water. He's like, nah, jump rope. Like, jump rope? I'm dead dog tired. Like, yo, I'm done. Like, I worked out. Like, I'm done. He's like, jump rope. I was like, jump rope? I'm tired. I'm jumping the rope like, eh, eh. Like I barely get the rope over my head, and I could barely jump because I'm tired. I'm done. I'm ready. So we do that, right? Finally, we do jump rope for about 20 minutes. Then finally, it's okay. You can get water. Thank God. Got some water. So then I'm like, oh, now we're gonna show. So now I'm dead dog tired right now, but now he was like, okay, we're gonna get on the bag first. He said we're gonna get on the bag, but first it was like the standing heavy bag. He wants me to push it around this room. Now the room is big. It's like a big ass room, and it's like a track. And he's like, "Yo, I want you to push this heavy bag around the track." Now the bag is heavy, so everybody's like, "Yo, mind you, we done ran 10 flights of stairs and did jump rope for 20 minutes. Had about a 10-minute break for water, and then he's like, "Okay, now I gotta push this heavy bag around this little track that he had." inside of the dojo. I'm like, yo, they kind of nonsense. I see what the automat did permitted because I don't because you wasn't saying anything bad there. Not as bad as those 80s exercise videos with the loud hip hop music. Yo, it was like so. No, my girlfriend at the time, her class was like that, where it was like loud techno music and like they highly motivated shit. Basically, what she did was Taibo. That's basically what she did. Like, the title. Like, yo, and meanwhile, like, this dude got us running up and down 10 flights of stairs and doing jump rope. And then, oh, yeah, so let me finish. So he wants us to push this heavy bag around this track. So everybody struggled but me. The reason why I didn't struggle because I played football my entire life and I was playing college football. 3 months later, I was playing college football. So like, I'm used to this. So it's like, oh, this was easy for me because I know how to get low and get leverage. Because in football, you have to get low and get leverage, no matter what position you play. So I was like, that part was easy. So since that was so easy for me, yeah, everybody else pushed the heavy bag. He had me take like a 30-pound medicine ball and throw it against the wall like this, and he had me do that for about 5 to 10 minutes at a time. So my whole core, everything was done after that. Then finally, oh, we're gonna kick and punch. By this time, I just want to go home. I'm like, well, now we're gonna hit the heavy bag and start doing some combinations, kicks and punches and stuff. So of course, the way he taught the combinations and stuff was like, okay, he showed us a combination. Okay, now I want you to do this combination, and I'm going to time you. And so it's going to be until I stop. Yo, we was doing we was doing them combinations for each combination we was doing for about 10 minutes, and it'll be like a 3-hit combination, like do it again, do it again. But we're doing that for 10 minutes, so you get worn out just doing that. Okay, another combination that he'll show us another combination. We're doing that 3 or 4 hit combination for like 10 minutes at a time. So we did like 4 or 5 of those, and then now we're done. So like the majority of the class, we didn't even hit or kick or punch anything. The last maybe 20 to 30 minutes, we kicked and punched stuff. Like, yo. So it was rough, bruh. It was rough out there. I was done. So like, I got a good. So the positives of this, I got to learn Muay Thai in a semi-traditional way, and I got into really good shape really fast. Cause I was losing weight, and my girlfriend at the time, she was losing weight, but she wasn't losing it as fast. She was like, "Yo, what are you doing over there?" I said, "No, and like I was just telling her going to kickboxing class, because mind you, I've never been to a kickboxing class, so I'm thinking this is normal. So finally, when the class ran out, I renewed and went back, right, and paid like the normal price or whatever. And she decided not to go back because she was discouraged that I lost so much weight, and she didn't. Like, she lost weight, but not as much as I did. I lost like a gang of weight, so she was discouraged. So she didn't want to go back because like I made more progress than her. I was just like, oh, that don't make no sense. Like, what if keep going and then you would just pop the hit, break through your plateau, and then you just lose a gang of weight. You should have kept going, but she was discouraged. So finally, when I asked her about the class, so I was like, oh, so like, tell me how your class was, and then she was like, you know what? They got like a YouTube page, or whatever. So put it up on YouTube. I'm like, these are where your classes are. So yeah, I was like, yo, let me tell you how my classes are, and I told her what I just told y'all about how they was making us run flights of stairs and jump rope and all types of stuff. Like, she was like, yo, your shit sounds like an 80s training montage. I was like, yeah, that's the way it was over there, yo. Probably playing Warframe. I'm rambling. Should have just switched it to Just Chatting. And then I said I was going to play Miles Morales. So, I don't know.